Family Softball League presented by Nike. Could it get any more beautiful? Good golly, we're at sold-out Dumke Family Stadium in Salt Lake City for Game 3. The hometown hero, how about Hannah Flippen? She's ready to shine for the Talons. But Aliyah Andrews and the Blaze, they are here to put on a show of their own. Just a handful of games remaining in what has been a fun AUSL season. We've got another week to play before we get to the championship. We know that the Talons and the Bandits will both be there, but we don't know who will have home field advantage. You got the Talons 16-4 through their first 20 games. They have been the talk of the league. Hello, everyone. So glad you found us on a Friday evening here in Salt Lake City with my partner, Natasha Watley. I am Eric Collins. We have seen what these Talons are all about. Natasha, first 2 games of the series, they've really done almost everything perfectly.
Yeah, they're such a great team, but so much still on the line. They still need 2 more wins to clinch that #1 spot, so a lot to play for here. They're still trying to figure out some defensive plays, and they're still trying to figure out the best combo pitching-wise as well.
You don't think that they need much more, but they've already gotten more. Brady hadn't played all season long, but he's played the first 2 games of this series, and she has yet to be retired.
My goodness, Brady has wasted no time to make her presence felt for the Talons, and especially this series. Former UCLA star is a perfect 5 for 5 through the first 2 games of this series. And just knowing that she's coming off of an injury, it's so hard to be mentally there, and that's what's been the most impressive for me. She's been locked in. She's all over the place. She's making catches. She's running all over the field, but went 3 for 3 last night, including the go-ahead with 2 run blasts in the 4th inning that proved to be the distance. On day 1, she was 2 for 2 with the run and a walk, and Maya is here, and she has looked locked in from the jump.
And look at this, Brady's bunches. The numbers she have compiled have come in bunches. She has yet to be retired. She's walked a couple of times. She's got those hits. She's got the homer. A perfect start to her AUSL career. And we will see her #2 in the batting order for Howard Dobson tonight. The Talons, after being the home team the first 2 games of this 4-game series, they will be the visiting team today. Sacco leads things off, followed by Brady. Then Hannah Flippen, shortstop. Tori Vidales is the cleanup hitter. Caroline Jacobson hitting over 400. Cindy Romero's had a nice series. Aliyah Aguilar, Bri Ellis, and Charlize Palacios will be behind the plate. That 9 will bat against Aliyah Binford. Binford making her 2nd start of the season for the Blaze.
Aliyah Binford has been such a great addition to the Blaze after the break, and what you'll see from her is mainly her drop and her change. She'll mix the 2. You know you're going to get either 2, but her changeup is just elite. It's about 10 miles per hour, slower than her hard stuff. You'll see that 53 miles per hour changeup, 65 hard on that drop, and so picking speeds is the key when you're facing Aliyah Binford.
Binford not only going to pitch, but she's also going to hit for herself. She swung a hot bat, and she keeps creeping higher and higher up the batting order. She's going to be in the 5-hole when the Blaze come to the plate. All right, here's Sacco. Rookie, hitting .297 on her year. She's got 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. An early issue with the PitchCom device.
The PitchCom. It's been so nice having the PitchComs, but sometimes when they have that break, it kind of can change up momentum a little bit. But trying to get it queued up.
Okay, we're ready to go. Game's first pitch, foul back to the screen.
And Sacco yesterday, 1 for 4 on the day. And what's been so impressive with Sacco is the pop that she possesses. Not only does she have some amazing speed, but .297 on the year, 3 home runs so far, but just so much power in that leadoff position.
So far this series for Sacco, 3 for 5 with a double. We've seen her play center field, and we've seen her switch over to left. That's something we're going to keep an eye on. Brady being reintroduced to this team. Her and Sacco trying to figure out the best combination defensively. It's 2-1.
And a new battery today, Binford and Edwards working together, and Edwards is an elite veteran behind the plate. So we'll be tuned into how they work together.
That's good to see Taylor Edwards back there. She hadn't played since the tail end of June 20th to be exact. Still got that wrap on her left wrist, but she's playing through it. In the air to left field, that'll fall in front of Otis. Another 2-strike hit for Sierra Sacco.
Sierra Sacco is just so aggressive. First pitch swinging in her bat and working this all the way into a 2-2 count. And that's a changeup on the outer half and just keeps those hands through and picks up the first hit on the day for the Talons.
Here comes Maya Brady. 2 games, she's yet to be retired. She's come to the plate 7 times and reached all 7 times. Stolen base for Sacco. Creative slide. And she's in scoring position with nobody out.
And just keep eyes on Sacco. She's such a momentum starter for the Talons. Just so much speed. Just a great start at first base and that head first dive into second, going wide, hard out.
All right, Maya Brady didn't play the first month of the season. She's dealing with a hamstring injury, but she is finely tuned. She is playing fantastic softball. And you can tell how ready she is by her at-bats in the first inning of the first 2 games of this series. She saw 10 pitches on Wednesday, drew a walk in the first inning. Yesterday, she saw 8 pitches and drew a walk against Blaze pitching.
And that is not easy to do, especially when you haven't had live at-bats. The first thing that you are trying to do is get your timing down, see a lot of pitches. But just her to be locked in, going so deep in those counts just shows how ready she's been.
Catbird seat right here, 3-1. Off-speed pitch, glances off the bat of Brady, who's upset with herself.
But I think great pitch in this situation, just knowing how locked in Brady is. You've got to mix those speeds. So Binford, it's going to be key for her to get that changeup and locate that changeup in any count.
3-2. Down low. 3rd consecutive game that Brady has worked a first inning walk.
She is perfect.
She is
so
now
far.
8 for 8 in reaching base in 3 games. All right, here is Hannah Flippen. Great success so far this year against the Blaze. This is her hit chart, her spray chart.
Yeah, which just shows her power zone. She's good right center. She's good left center. She's so clutch with runners in scoring position. She's hitting a .632 with runners on, and so just has been the most clutch Talons hitter in this lineup.
Hard to believe, but Hannah Flippen has 20 runs batted in on the year, and 16 of them, all but 4, have come against the Blaze. On 3 pitches, Flippen strikes out. Good job by the rookie Binford.
And that's Binford's curveball on the outer half. And she doesn't go to that pitch pretty often, but facing someone like Hannah Flippen, she's got to mix it up a little bit more. And that's a 65 miles per hour curve on the outside corner, gets Hannah Flippen looking.
Here's TV Tori Vidales. Called strike 1 to Tori. 279 batter, 17 hits and 61 at bats on the year. On the ground softly to third. Gold retires Vidales at first. Both Sacco and Brady move up a base. We saw Anna Gold make her first error of the season, very first error last night. And it came when she made a great defensive play, but the throw was a little bit high to first. And that was the only miscue she's had. The rookie out of Duke has been close to perfect. Caroline Jacobson. Jacobson swinging a mean bat. .417 batting average. Wicked line drives all series long.
And just knowing the type of hitter Jacobson is she likes to hunt down, and so Binford is her type of pitcher. That drop ball down, that changeup that sails down.
Talons have scored in the first inning of both of the first 2 games of this series. They scored twice in the first inning on Wednesday, 3 times in the first inning yesterday. Threatening here. to get back to that dugout. 2-2. On the ground, second baseman Leach retires Jacobson. Good job by Binford. She got into trouble. She gets out of trouble. So the Talons do not score. When we come back, the Blaze, they're heading to the bat rack. Talons cannot score in their half of the first inning. Now the Blaze going to come to bat. Blaze 5-15 on the year, but they have been super competitive over the last couple of weeks. Let's take a look at Aliyah Andrews, the head coach for the Blaze. Her lineup card submitted for this Friday evening here in Salt Lake City. As per usual, it's going to start with Otis. The rookie out of Florida has had a really good year, hitting over 300. Leach, Bailey Klingler, out of gold, hitting cleanup as a rookie. Aliyah Binford, the pitcher, hitting for herself. Netz at first base. Taylor Edwards back in the lineup for the first time in close to a month. Urtez, Aliyah Andrews rounding out the 9. Aliyah Andrews is swinging that hot bat, 538 over the last 7 games. That 9 will bat against hometown lefty Mariah Lopez, who pitched here as a collegiate.
Yes, and Mariah Lopez, such a special moment for her to be able to pitch in this atmosphere on her home turf, her college, and what you'll see from her, she's the lefty for the Talons, and she'll mainly go to her curve and her change, and she gets a high percentage of swings on her changeup, and she'll go to that rise ball as well to mix eye levels as well.
Well, if the Blaze are going to get something done, they need to get Otis, Leach, and Klingler going. The top three in the lineup have not had great success so far this series. They have just a combined 2 hits.
And Otis just hasn't had that much of luck the last 2 days and has been a little bit quiet at the plate. So if I'm her, I'm just trying to be aggressive early in the count. And as you can see, Mariah Lopez starts her off with that changeup, knowing that she's probably most likely going to be aggressive. And so if I'm her, I'm erring on being aggressive.
Lopez really cups that softball when she brings it behind her back. And maybe that leads to all the spin that she's able to get.
Yeah, she's definitely got so much rotation and spin on her ball, and she's not an overpowering pitcher, but definitely has a lot of movement.
That's a pretty pitch.
This is her changeup, and just take a look. Just so spinny. She backhands it, and it just floats on in there.
Swing and a miss. Great start for Lopez. Otis out number 1.
And Mariah Lopez with that backdoor curve on the outer half. This is a 66 miles per hour pitch coming from her changeup that she just threw. Her last pitch, which was about 53 miles per hour, and gets that first strikeout on the day.
Lopez was part of the first Utah Youth softball team to make it to the Women's College World Series in 30 years. She'll always be a legend because of that fact.
Mariah Lopez, I feel like she's a staple when I think of Ute softball. She was responsible for getting them back to the College World Series a couple years ago, and I feel like she put Utah back on the map.
Here's Leach. Leach has had a tough series. One of the tougher outs in professional softball over the last decade. She's come up with important situations this series and been frustrated. Ball and 2 strikes. From the Woodlands, Texas, Houston native, Leach.
And just can make so many things happen at the plate. Can slap, bunt, hit.
On the ground at third, Sydney Romero throws out Leach, 2 down. Looking at the numbers for the Talons defensively, they've played 20 games and only made 10 errors. That is by far and away the fewest errors of any team this year.
And I think that's been the difference for the Talons. They take care of the ball. I just, when you watch them, they're playing catch. They make the small things. They pay attention to detail. They're getting the lead outs, turning double plays.
Bailey Klingler swings to the first pitch. Pops it up down the right field line in foul territory technically. Caroline Jacobson makes the play, and that will reside the tire. We have played an inning. It's still scoreless here in Salt Lake City. The Athletes Unlimited Softball League is sponsored by Nike. Oh my goodness, what's that all about? Ceremonial first pitch thrown out by two of the Utah Royals, Laura Flynn and Mia Justice. If you can't tell, they play soccer. They're part of the Utah's NWSL team here in Salt Lake. They're going to play the San Diego Wave on Sunday. They're better with their feet than they are with their hands.
I was just going to say, all athletic skills are not transferable, and you think it's easy, and then until you try it, you know, that windmill will get you.
All right, speeding along, we're in the second inning. Game 3 of what will be a 4-game series between the Talons and the Blaze. There they are. They allowed them to remain in the stadium even after that wayward first pitch. With Natasha Watley, Amara Collins, Sydney Romero batting against Leah Binford to begin our second. Nice series for Romero. Yesterday she had a pair of doubles. Actually wasn't retired, it was 3 for 3, doubled her first 2 times up and singled her last time up. She's raised the batting average up to 282. Is 300 still a magic number? In the final week of the season, people still want to hit 300?
Oh, for sure, for sure. And she's approaching there, and you can just tell in her at-bats that she's seeing the ball well and not doing too much. She's very quiet in the box. That's what I love about Sydney Romero. Not doing too much, not swinging too hard.
One of the great winners over the last decade. Won a bunch as a college player, playing for Patty Gasso in Oklahoma. Was an assistant there for a while. Taking all the way 3-0. It's now 3-1. Both Sydney Romero and the catcher behind the plate, Taylor Edwards, from the same hometown. They're both from Murrieta, California. And they both have sisters who have played at a high level. Of course, Sydney's older sister, Sierra, she's in the AUSL. The home plate catcher, Taylor Edwards, has a twin, Tatum Edwards, who played pro ball for many years as a pitcher.
And Taylor Edwards' sister's still in the game, still coaching at University of San Diego. And Sydney Romero herself is coaching now at University of Oregon. So it's been fun to see all of these athletes go on and carry that knowledge into these college programs and coaching up the next generation.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Romero. Hard off the glove of the third baseman. That'll be a base hit. Anna Gold was able to touch it, but it just stormed through the leather, and that'll be a single for Romero.
Sydney Romero just going deep into the count. 3-2 count. She's seen a lot of pitches. This is that changeup on the inner half, and just ropes it.
So dating back to Wednesday's game, Sydney Romero now has 5 consecutive hits. I'm doing the quick math. I think that hit gives her a 300 batting average on the nose. Next time she comes to the plate, she's going to look at the scoreboard and see 300 next to her name. Here's Aliyah Aguilar, lays down a bunt. Gold that plays in front of her at first. Second baseman Leach covering. That's the first out of the frame.
Again, the Talons just doing the little things right. Aliyah Aguilar squaring early, putting down the sacrifice bunt, but these are the things that you want to do as you prepare to go into championship series. These are the things that are going to be the difference, and so trying to put these things into play now, practice them now, so that they translate into the championship series.
Here's Bri Ellis. Rookie went 1 for 2 yesterday. She's got the batting average up to 200. Took a while to get there, but she's trending in the right direction. Oh, and 2. Binford quickly gets ahead. Ellis, college player at Auburn and Arkansas. This past spring was the National Player of the Year with the Razorbacks. 2-2.
And Binford just working that outside corner. She's just trying to establish that out. That's that curve on the outside corner. We saw Hannah Flippen strike out on it. So just trying to figure out exactly where that umpire zone is on that.
3-2. Second consecutive inning that the Talons have had a runner in scoring position. They couldn't score in the first. Down the left field line, that's fair. That will score Romero from second. And the first run of the game for the Talons. RBI number 7 on the year for Bri Ellis.
Yes, and that 3-2 changeup as Binford had been working her out. Plates this ball just a little bit, and Ellis is able to get that drop of bat head and get down on that. And that's an RBI for Ellis, 1-0 for the Talons.
Shout out to Aliyah Aguilar for getting the sacrifice that allows Romero to get to scoring position and eventually score on the single by Ellis. Old school softball.
It is the little things.
Here's Charlize Palacios. 2 homers for Palacios. 14 hits, 57 at bats, batting average of .246. That's a good pitch. So Binford's doing a good job throwing strikes. He's gotten ahead of a bunch of hitters.
And take a look again. This is that drop ball in the outer half, and again, she's working most of these righties on the outer half.
On the ground to second, Leach gets the lead out at second. To throw the first out in time to get Palacios. 2 outs now. Okay, so we'll go back to the top of the order, and Sierra Sacco will bat against Binford for the second time. Sacco was down to the count, had 2 strikes before lining a base hit to left field an inning ago. Starts with a changeup. Strike 1.
I'm just facing someone like Binford. If I'm Sacco, I've got some speed. She also has pop, but I'm thinking maybe drop a bunt. I'm looking where the corners are. Set it up for Maya Brady coming up behind me.
There was a time, and it's probably 25 years ago, the thought of throwing a changeup on the very first pitch to a batter, you'd never do that. The whole concept was it's a change of speed. So why would you throw something soft before you throw something hard? But that theory is kind of out the window.
I mean, you're facing these type of hitters. Every hitter is elite. So you've got to change the speeds. You've got to change it often. It's got to be top of mind for these hitters. And so, again, if I am Sacco and I know that Binford throws that changeup so much, that's an easy pitch to put down for a bunt. So
is that the easiest pitch to bunt, a changeup?
If you're expecting it. If
okay.
I'm sitting it and I know I'm looking for that, it absolutely is.
Leach, another chance, stays down on it, flips it over to first, and the side is retired. Good play by Aubrey Leach. But the Talons scratch first. They get the first run of the game. They lead 1-0 over the Blaze. Well, we've made it to that time of year, folks. Next week, we're going to have the championship series. It's going to take place at Rhodes Stadium in Tuscaloosa. That's the home field for the Alabama Crimson Tide. It's going to start July 26th, best of 3. We know it's going to be the Talons and the Bandits. We don't know who's going to have the home field advantage. We know it's going to be a battle of offense versus defense, too.
Yes.
Look at the Bandits' numbers. The top 3 hitters, Koffel, McKinney, and Zirkle, play for the Bandits. And look at the pitching lines for these Talons that we're showing you.
Yes, and Georgina Kowalik, 2.5 ERA, 3.15 ERA from Chafin. So I love this matchup. A lot of offense, a lot of pitching. So it's going to be a good little head-to-head.
Do people still believe that good pitching beats good hitting?
I still believe that, a strong believer of it. And I think if you have a good combination, I love the fact that the Talons have such a great staff. And so being able to pair a Faremo with a Kowalik, you know, speed and off speed, and they just have a lot of options. And so that makes it hard as a hitter.
Here's Hannah Gold, cleanup hitter, leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Blaze. Gold needs another base hit to get to 400 on the year. She's hitting .393 right now. Deep drive to center field. Gone! A homer out of Gold. Her 3rd of the year, and we're tied at 1.
And this is just stellar. Second pitch. Hannah Gold is going deep, and we talked to Dana Sorensen last night, the GM, and just talking about the future of her Blaze organization and putting a lot of pride into Hannah Gold for this reason right here. Going deep, deep center, tying this ball game back up, 1-1.
Deepest outfield in all of college softball, 235 feet to center field, and Gold clears it easily. Third homer of the year, RBI number 12 for Gold, who 2 months ago was taking classes at Duke. She has come a long way quickly. Here's the pitcher, Aliyah Binford, who got tired of waiting, asks for time. Binford joining the Blaze July 3rd. She's impressed in the circle. She's impressed at the plate. She's got 12 official at-bats, 4 hits, 2 doubles. She's only struck out once. That was to end last night's game.
And
hard down the right field line, fading foul.
And we've been seeing her move up in the lineup. She's just been such a great asset for the Blaze. In the middle of the lineup, supplying a little bit more power, more consistency, that .333 batting average. Very good when runners are in scoring position as well. And so I just think such a great get for the Blaze.
Now this is where Binford has been really surprisingly good. For someone who didn't play the first month of the season, she gets 2 strikes. And she really doesn't shorten up much, but she's able to fight off a lot of different pitches and eventually, usually puts the ball in play.
Yeah, she's pretty feisty. She battles.
Oh my goodness. Hit that thing a ton. That reminds me of old school Andrea Duran, former UCLA All-American, played for the national team for many years. She used to hit wicked line drives down the third base line.
Yeah, just like pulling. And then she would keep her hands inside and then go right center all of a sudden. But Binford's impressive too. Like she'll yank one and then all of a sudden she'll just keep her hands inside and she'll hit one over the right field fence. Like just such great hand-eye coordination. Straight to the ball, but does not get cheated on her hacks. I mean, she's taking those full hacks, but just...
Yeah, that last swing was a 2-strike swing.
Yeah.
Scooped up by Romero. That's the first out of the second inning. Next in line, Netz, like Binford, another 2-way rookie. Netz has pitched in this series and also played a lot of first base. She's 2 for 13 since being traded from the Bandits to the Blaze a week ago. One of those 2 hits as a Bandit, or sorry, as a member of the Blaze, was a homer.
And I'm loving this era of the 2-way player. We just talked about Binford and Netz, and when I think of 2-way players, I think of Lisa Fernandez.
Ooh, that took a funky hop. Flippen stays down on it. 2 outs. I want to go back to 2-way players, but you notice, you're a former shortstop. You notice that hop.
Oh, that's hard. And I was just going to make a comment, like, just to be able to hang on to that. So just being able to read, spin a ball, reading hops, and not to kind of panic on anything. Hannah Flippen is just so smooth. She doesn't even flinch or anything. She just puts her glove up, smooth, gets it done. And just take a look at that last hop, how it hops up. Not even affected.
All right, first at bat for Taylor Edwards since June 20th. She's been out with a wrist injury. Do you think there's an inherent advantage to a two-way player, a pitcher and a hitter, in terms of staying locked into the game? And
I was just going to say, just that advantage to kind of have, you're playing two separate games, and so you're not focusing on just one thing. And I love the fact when pitchers can hit for themselves, because they can change the game and they can make something happen. I know sometimes, too, they kind of feel locked in and when they just are only pitching only. But I'm thinking about a Nigel Kennedy. I'm thinking about a Jordy Ball. Two pitchers that we've seen that feels like their game has gone to another level now that they're able to actually hit for themselves. And so I think it just takes a lot of pressure off of a pitcher when they're able to hit for themselves.
high pop-up, shallow left field. Sacco makes the play, and the side is retired. But on a gold, homer number 3 on the year, we've got a tie game.
And on a goal, just getting it done, tying up this ball game, taking this ball deep center in this 235 field, and tying the game 1-1.
Okay, good. Welcome back, everyone. Dumke Family Softball Stadium here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Glad to have you here. We've made it to inning number 3. It's a 1-1 tie, the Blaze and the Talons. With my partner, Natasha Watley, I'm Eric Collins, and we are thrilled. It's going to be a treat, folks. We're going to be joined this half inning by the greatest living center fielder in the game today, Aliyah. Aliyah Andrews. How you doing, Aliyah?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I noticed how you didn't even flinch when I said the greatest center fielder alive, because you just know it. You are, right?
Oh, that is so kind.
Aliyah.
Very nice of y'all.
Aliyah, duh.
Oh, no, I might be losing you.
What about now? Can you hear us?
I think I lost y'all.
Uh-oh. Okay, we'll get to work on it.
Well, we hear you.
She's in the biggest center field that you're going to find, folks. 235 feet out of center field. That's a lot of ground to cover. We've got a new pitcher coming in for the Blaze. Elena Fodder will come in. She replaces Binford, who goes the first 2 innings. This is probably something that was thought out by head coach Elisa Goller well ahead of time, that Binford's going to go 2 innings, then Vodder's going to have a handful of innings.
Yes, and I just think a smart decision, just trying to slow down the momentum for the Talons offense, just giving them different pitchers, allowing each pitcher to go through the lineup once.
Maya Brady is batting, folks, and this is becoming a news story. Wake up the kids. She has come to the plate 8 times as a professional here in the AUSL and never once had to make a right-handed turn into the dugout. She has been safe at first, either with a walk, a hit, even a home run. She is 8 for 8 in her plate appearances here with the Talons.
Essentially perfect, and just been impressive just knowing that her last real game that she's played was last spring. She went to Japan this spring, but got injured her hamstring, so never truly got to play in a game there, and so was rehabbing and just trying to get back in shape over there before she came to play her season here.
Obviously, the numbers are really impressive, but just looking at the way she takes pitches is impressive as well.
Is elite.
Vodder working against Brady.
And Fodder and Binford very similar. They will work that drop in that change, and they'll stay down in the zone, but the only difference mainly with Fodder, she'll go a little bit more up in the zone with that rise.
Incredible. 9 for 9, Maya Brady. She still has yet to be retired here in the AUSL, and we're now 2.5 games into her tenure.
Just incredible. I mean, I can't even believe that we are witnessing this. Just check out this pitch sequence of her last at bat and just how locked in she's in. This is that drop in. She takes it, something on the outer half, fouls it off, outer half, fouls it off, drop in, great take, another drop in, great take, and then she gets that hit. And she's just staying in her leg. She's staying behind the ball. Incredible at bats.
Hannah Flippen. Flippen struck out on 3 pitches her first time up. That is atypical. Flippen's numbers are really good this year, but it's more than just the numbers. It's the way that she carries herself. It's the attitude she has, both in the batter's box and in the field. She's a massive reason why the Talons have won 16 of their 20 games.
Yeah, she's just so solid, and just that veteran knowledge, that wisdom. She plays so calm, but plays so loud at the same time. It's hard to explain, but she just gets things done at the plate defensively as well.
She's got a full count, 3-2. Hannah's from San Diego, California, and left Southern California to come here to play college ball. Her mom played college ball in the state. She played for the Aggies at Utah State. Line drive caught by Leach. One down. Can't hit it any harder. That's a tough out for Flippen. First out of our third inning.
And Flippen just hard out. Last at bat, she strikes out on that curve on the outer half. This time, she's like, I'm not going to get fooled on this. Just stays inside of it. Line drive, second base, but still hard out for number one.
Here's Tori Vidales. This has got no actual scientific fact to it, just my belief. No one on this field has swung the bat more in their life than Tori Vidales. She has honed her swing. She's thought about it. She studied it. Throw it on to second, and Brady's out. Maya Brady caught trying to steal second base. That's the second out of our third inning. Good throw by Edwards.
And Taylor Edwards is just like a cat back there and pops up super quick, seeing Maya Brady not getting fooled today. And that throw is just on the money. And as a shortstop, you love it for that ball to be down. Even though it's short hopped, I love for that ball to keep me down so that I can keep that tag on. And just take a look at the ball. And sorry, for a middle infielder, this is Aubrey Leach, but any ball that takes you high, it's always hard to come up and go back down, but something that keeps you down, it's easy to get that vertical tag.
2 down, bases clear. Vaughter working to Vidales. Right into the glove of the third baseman, Gold, and the side is retired. Good job by Vaughter. Gives up the leadoff single to Brady, but then gets through the order unscathed. We move to the home half of the third. It's still a 1-1 tie. Third game of this 4-game series, Talons in Blaze. It's a 1-1 tie. Bottom of the third inning. This has been the coolest of any of the 3 games we've played so far here in Salt Lake City. Game time temperature was 83 degrees. Not a lot of wind. Really comfortable night.
So
I'll tell you, that guy's in heaven right there. That's no place he'd rather be.
Yeah, I'm just checking out another sold-out crowd and all of the people in the outfield. I think that's what gets me the chills, just seeing everybody in the outfield on the lawn. Just such a beautiful view for us from here in the press box, but seeing everybody just taking up some space out there in the green.
Speeding along, we've made it to the bottom of the third inning. Anissa Urtez will lead things off. This is by far and away the highest altitude of any of the venues where we're going to have games played this summer. Wichita, who'd have thought? Second, Norman's third, but still nothing really compares to Salt Lake City. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it's 235, such a deep center field. Anissa Urtez played 4 years on this field. Anissa has announced that this will be the last summer that she plays professional softball. She is a great example of why professional softball is important. She was a great player as a collegiate, but she's gotten better.
Yes, and when these athletes are able to extend their career and when they're able to go to that next level, like you have just reached your potential when you have not reached your potential when you finish college. And so to see Anissa Urtez continue to get better and better, and I feel like what has been impressive is how she's gotten better and better at the plate as a hitter.
Hannah Flippen throws at her former teammate. Had a little bit of a bobble, but no panic at all with those soft hands.
No hesitation. I mean, Hannah Flippen could just literally put on a clinic every single day on fielding a ground ball. Here she goes, attacks it, keeps it in front of her, no panic, nice and smooth again. And that transition to get that out, the first out of the inning.
Look at that. Urtez and Flippen. There weren't a lot of ground balls that made it through this infield when they were playing here.
And just, I think the two of them, just what a combo. I feel like when we were watching them play for Utah, we didn't realize the greatness that we were watching. And I think just seeing them mature post-college as well, but just probably will go down as one of the best middle infielder combinations in college softball, in my opinion.
Natasha, over the years, I've talked to a whole bunch of people who play middle infield, and they are the generation that's like, yo, Natasha Watley, that's who I watched when I was a kid growing up. Is there anyone in particular that you remember watching growing up or since playing that you really respect defensively?
Growing up, Dot Richardson. Richardson was my example of, how to play passionate, but she took care of the ball, and she was a great offensive player. I think Hannah Flippen, now would be one of my favorite players to watch, and just seeing how she takes care of the ball, and we just saw it right there. Like, she's just so smooth and just reads angles. We don't see her diving everywhere. She's just getting in front of the ball. She stays on her feet, has great glove work, footwork. Chef's kiss.
Here's Aliyah Andrews. Softly to the third baseman, Romero. 2 down. All right, so Mariah Lopez has gone through the order one full time. The only blemish was the leadoff home run by Anna Gold in the second inning. Lopez has retired 8 of the 9 batters. One problem area, Anna Gold. Here's Corby Otis. How important will it be for Lopez, second time through the order, to change the way that she's attacking these hitters? Or since she'd had such good success, does she just keep on keeping on?
I think she can keep on keeping on until they make her do differently. I think what she's doing great is staying on that outer half.
Otis, line drive to right field.
I spoke too soon.
So a 2-out base runner for the Blaze.
But until now, she was doing a great job of staying on the outer half, and so maybe now she's going to maybe have to go in on more of these hitters' hands.
That's the first hit of the series for Corby Otis. She's hit a bunch of balls hard. That's the first time she got one to fall. Here's Bri Leach. Confident swing right back to the screen.
Yeah, now would be a good time. A rise in, try to back her off the plate. She's gone to 2 curveballs on the outer half.
First spot of trouble for Lopez. That's twice now the Leach has just missed barreling something up.
And the fact that she's fouling it straight back, she's on it, she's seeing it deep.
There's something about Leach in that batter's box, man. Just always looks locked in. She's one of the smaller players in the league, yet she's one of the more intimidating players.
Do you think it's the shades? I think it's the sun shades that she's got on.
It's the fact that she never moves. She's so quiet in the box and then just uncoils.
Yeah, she's one of the hitters I actually would like to get inside her head, pitch to pitch, and know what she's actually thinking.
Three balls and 2 strikes. You got Otis on at first. Got to be off with every pitch. There are 2 outs. No reason to anchor yourself at first. Called strike 3. Lopez strikes out Leach, who does not agree. So that is strikeout number 2 for Lopez, and the side is retired.
And Lopez going to that inner half, this whole entire bat staying out, but gets Leach.
Top of the 4th inning here in Salt Lake City, Utah. We've got a 1-1 tie. The Talons scored their run in the second inning. The Blaze scored their run in the second inning. Blaze getting their run on a home run by Anna Gold. Elena Vaughter, her second inning of work. She threw a scoreless third. She'll face Caroline Jacobson, Sydney Romero, and Aliyah Aguilar here in the fourth. Vaughter replacing Binford, who threw the first 2 innings.
And the decision for the Blaze to have a pitcher go one time through the lineup. I like the strategy here. Vaughter giving a different look. Just keeps the ball down as well, similar to Binford, but has a little bit more zip on her ball, a little bit more of a heavier ball in her drop.
Caroline Jacobson didn't mean to. 0-1. Jacobson bounced to second to end the first inning. Jacobson, like the third baseman for the Blaze, Anna Gold, both played for Marissa Young at Duke, one of the newer Division I programs that already has become elite. Jacobson finished at Clemson, but 4 years at Duke before heading down the road, crossing state lines from North Carolina to South Carolina.
Yeah, and she left Duke as the all-time leader in home runs, so supplies a lot of power. She's having an incredible season this year, and just love the way she approaches her at bat. She can hit to all fields.
Gold's hit to left field. Otis has been a magnet. There's been a whole bunch of hard hit balls this series that end up in her glove.
Yeah, last night Corby Otis was putting the highlight reel for us. I mean, she was everywhere in left field. Like, she was traveling the foul grounds, going deep, coming in on catches, catching some laser beams. There's a lot of hard hit balls to her.
Here's Sydney Romero, dating back to Wednesday. She has 5 consecutive hits. She's raised the batting average to an even 300. That was quick. Beginning of the series, she was hitting 212. She made outs her first 2 at-bats on Wednesday, but then 5 consecutive hits has her up to 300. Oh my goodness! Vaughter, how do you do?
Ooh.
That's about the only way you can retire Sydney Romero these days.
Yeah, when you're seeing it, you're seeing it. Sydney Romero is hot right now, but that was a laser beam right back at Vaughter, and man, look what I found. That's a big out, number 2 right there.
So 2 line drive outs off the bats of the Talons here in the 4th inning. Aliyah Aguilar. Called strike 1 to Aguilar. Well, what Vaughter is doing here is the fact that she's speeding through this lineup. She may get another inning, and this is going to allow, possibly, if the Blaze choose to do it, an opportunity for Kowalik Ricketts to maybe come in. And then they get 3 pitchers that really want to pitch. Binford, Vaughter, and Ricketts all in the game.
Yeah, and I think just like that combination, because they have yet to figure out how to finish a game strong. I think what the Blaze has been doing well is they're getting on the board, they're keeping themselves in games, but it's finding that pitching combination that's going to keep them in the game. And so I think this strategy of having pitchers face the lineup one time through, and I think having Kowalik Ricketts come in as a kind of a closer, I think that's a great strategy.
1-2 to Aguilar. Wednesday, 4-1 win for the Talons. Yesterday, a 5-4 win for the Talons. And there is Kowalik Ricketts. Yanked foul. Aguilar's had a real good career. One of the highlights, playing for Team USA 2021 Olympics, bringing home a silver. Popped up, will it be playable? Gold. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. Vaughter does her job again. Another shutout inning.
And again, Vodder just showing off just how quick of hands she's got. But the best part of it is that reaction. Sydney Romero said, yeah, whatever, I'm still seeing it.
Amy Hogue is the best person on this planet.
Coach A is one of the best coaches I've ever been able to play for.
She's in my back pocket anytime I need her. She's there for me, my family, my teammates.
Coach A always said, like, hey, I'm your second mom away from home. And she made sure to uphold that role that she was in. She is a leader through and through.
She's taught me leadership. She's taught me how to handle hard situations. She's taught me that I can do hard things. That's just prepared me for softball, but also for life, too.
She has poured so much of herself into each one of us, and I wouldn't be in the position I am today without her.
Great stuff. Well, for the inaugural 2025 season, the Athletes Unlimited Softball League teaming up with Coach Across America to spotlight the power of coaches through powerful stories from the mentors who shaped our athletes to the players now leading from the dugout. We're showing how one coach can truly change everything. And Amy Hogue meant the world to the three members of AUSL who played for her at Utah: Mariah Lopez, Hannah Flippen, Anissa Urtez.
Yes, and just so special that these three athletes get to have this opportunity to play their pro experience here. And just as we were walking in, we saw Amy Hogue and just how proud she is of this stadium and all the fans showing up, and just how much pride she's taken into this program, and it's just reflected in her athletes.
And one cool thing about Amy Hogue, she's got a record that I'm telling you, I don't think it's ever going to be beat. She is the all-time leader, Division I softball, for at-bats in a game. What number do you think how many at-bats do you think it would be the NCAA record, Division I record for at-bats in a game?
I would say maybe 8, 9.
You'd be way off. She had 14 at-bats in a game.
14 at-bats? Who was she playing against?
Oh, this is a special moment. They're going to take up Mariah Lopez in the middle of the game so she can get a hero's welcome when she goes into the dugout.
And this is just so special. I feel like just being able to be in this atmosphere. She knows this place so well, and for these fans to give her a farewell, this is really special for Mariah Lopez.
Okay, so Lopez is going to give the ball to Montana Fouts and get a hug, and here comes the hero's welcome.
So cool. Aww, look at proud coach right there.
Yeah, I kind of had the feeling, but that just confirmed it. They know their softball here at Utah. That's really cool. Great moment. So Lopez, her day is done, and what a spectacular day it was. She throws 3 innings. She only gives up 2 base hits. The home run to gold, really the only problem. There she is with Amy Hogue as a player. She was part of that magical team in 2023 that went to the Women's College World Series for the first time since 1994. Howard Dobson giving her an atta girl.
Yeah, and just good performance. Had some sharp stuff on her ball today, and like you mentioned, how she cups the ball, but what she does so well, Lopez, is spins the ball. But that brings us to Montana Fouts. And just a different look from the right side, a little bit more velo from Montana Fouts. You'll see her go to that curve in her drop, and her curve is her bread and her butter. But she'll throw that drop as well. She'll get a lot of swings and misses on that as well. And she's really long off the mound, and as a hitter, you know, that height and long limbs, very deceptive.
Montana Fouts from Grayson, Kentucky. It's close to the West Virginia border, facing Bailey Klingler. Talked to Montana Fouts. She said she's named for the state, not for the quarterback. Dad had a great fishing trip in Montana and said, I'm naming my daughter after this fishing trip. All-American career, 5 years in Alabama, playing for Patrick Murphy. Down the right side, this is caught. Oh, what a play! Caroline Jacobson, how do you do?
That's Caroline Jacobson with a beautiful.
And Caroline Jacobson, she had a long way to go on this ball. Just take a look and never gives up and just runs all the way to the fence to get this ball. And that's a big out right there with the hot bat of Bailey Klingler.
Here's Anna Gold, homered her last time up. Gold with that hit is now 25 for 62 on the season. She began the day hitting .393. She's now at .403. That took a funky hop in front of Vidales. Let's see how that one scored. And a lot of spin on it.
Yeah, that was a tricky ball. That was hit off of Anna Gold's end of the bat. But Vidales trying to do a good job of trying to get in front of that. But if you take a look at Aliyah Aguilar, she goes and stops. But if she continues to go to cover that bag, potentially could have had an out at first on that.
Here's Aliyah Binford, starting pitcher for the Blaze today. She threw the first 2 innings. She bounced to third her first time up. Natasha, you're probably a good person to ask this question. Montana Fouts says her role model growing up is Jenny Finch. Tall right-hander. Do you see any similarities between Finch and Fouts?
I do. I mean, even just their mannerisms, their pitching mannerisms, their pitching form. Finch was very long, kind of went out with 2 hands. If you look at Montana Fouts, when she goes and she drops back, she drops her glove and her hand. And I think just they're long and just how they use their limbs to their advantage.
Hard but foul.
Both just competitors. I think that that's one of the things that sticks out as well. I mean, I never played behind Montana Fouts, but playing behind Jenny Finch, one of my favorite pitchers to play behind because of just how much of a competitor. Like, you wanted to run through walls for her, and I see that in Montana Fouts too. She's very intense.
2-2 to Binford. 3-2. Yeah, the thing about Finch is people don't really remember she actually could hit. She was a great two-way player. Played a lot of first base, and she had a lot of pop in that bat. And she was a gamer. She didn't finish many games without a lot of dirt on her.
Yeah. I think there's like a famous video that I think because it was against UCLA, but I think she dove off of the mound, bunt. We had a bunt attempt, and she dove off the mound, makes this catch, and it's just this forever memory replay in my head. Maybe a little bit of trauma, a little bit.
Deep drive to center. At the track, the catch is made. That's Maya Brady playing center field, tagging and going to second. Goes Gold. Binford hit it hard, but to the deepest center field in all of college softball.
Yeah, I'm just taking advantage of this field, knowing that this is a 235 straight to center on a Gold heads up base running, knowing that Maya Brady catches that ball on the warning track, and knowing her speed, now she's in running position, or scoring position, 2 outs.
Here's Devin Netz. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Netz takes inside. We keep talking about how deep that center field is here, 235. There is no such thing as 236 in terms of a center field wall in college softball. That is the cap. You cannot have a deeper outfield than the 235 we have here in Salt Lake City. High pop-up should end the inning. Vidales makes the play. And the Talons work their way around that error made by Vidales. But a really special moment here in the 4th inning as local product Mariah Lopez is lifted and gets a hero's welcome. Top of the 5th inning, it's an old-fashioned pitcher's duel. We've had just enough offense. We've had some great defense, and the pitching for both sides has been electric. 1-1 tie, Talons and Blaze, top of the 5th inning. And folks, this time, I'm not pulling your leg. We're really going to talk to Aliyah Andrews. Aren't we? Aliyah, can you hear us? Aliyah Andrews out in center field. It's your time to shine. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Aliyah!
Yes!
You can hear us. We're so happy to talk to you.
Yeah, you guys have just a little bit of static still, but I can hear you, I think.
Okay. Well, tell us how you're feeling. How are you liking Utah? Have you ever been to Salt Lake City before?
I have never been here before. It is so beautiful. I knew that the mountains were going to be gorgeous, but I don't know. I didn't know what to expect with like the city part.
Wow.
Bri Ellis swings to the first pitch and fouls it back. Yeah, Lee, I know you just came from Seattle. The Blaze were playing against the Volts in Seattle. You're really good friends with Sis Bates. She was looking forward to showing you Seattle. What did you think of Seattle?
I loved Seattle. Oh, go Corb! Loved Seattle. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Sis was so excited. She obviously we're not on the same team, but she still sent me all the recs. And if we couldn't be together, she was going to make sure I went to go see all of them. But yeah, so gorgeous. I am obviously a Florida girl, so I don't really see like the mountains and all that. So that was my first time there too. The different purple and gold. That was weird.
Yeah. So in this format, like, I mean, I know Sis is one of your buds. Are you still able to hang out with your friends when you guys are in the same city? Or are you guys complete competitors now?
Yeah, so we're definitely competitors, but sister and I are obviously best friends. So we did go get coffee together one morning. But yeah, our schedules are obviously really different being on different teams, so that gets tough. But whenever we did have like a morning, we got to go get coffee together, and she got to show me one of her places that she used to go study in college, so that was so cool.
Nice. So playing on this, so we're going to go back to softball. So playing on the 235 field, as an outfielder, do you prefer having more space, or would you prefer to play on a smaller field?
Oh, such a good question. I don't know if I have a preference. It's definitely an adjustment, like just knowing how much ground you have to cover. Oh, yeah, Lena. But of course you want to, like, with a bigger field, you want to give your pitchers a little bit more of an opportunity for us to like go make plays instead of it just going over the fence. So I think that's cool in that aspect. But yeah, it's definitely something you have to get used to for sure. Yeah, Lena.
Vaughter fields her position, one down.
Here.
Hey, Aliyah, one of the best defenders in center field I've ever seen. Do you feel like you're stronger coming in on a ball or going back on a ball?
I think I'm usually stronger coming in. Yeah, I think that's been kind of my specialty, is like diving in. Well, no, I mean, I've done both.
Yeah, you've done them all. I see it.
Yeah, Lena. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would probably say coming in.
Okay, well, I got another question for you. People always talk about your dodge. You're known as Air Aliyah. Yeah, those are wonderful. Totally get it. But what people sometimes don't recognize, you are an elite thrower. When did you become such a wonderful thrower, and how did you do it?
Oh, thank you so much for that. I, at LSU, sorry, hold on. Yeah! Ooh! At LSU, they took throwing really seriously. We had like a whole throwing program, a bunch of things that we did. So I definitely got better at throwing going to college. Ooh.
Smoked down the left field line. This is going to be extra bases for Palacios. Scooting her way to second, Charlize Palacios with a one-out double.
And Palacios just roping this drop in, just turns on it. Gets herself in scoring position for the Talons. And man, that's a laser right there. That gets to the fence, and she stands up on second. Aliyah, so we got to get a shot of these pink cleats. I'm just now noticing them. Very fancy, very cute. Did you get to pick out this color combo?
I did.
Love. Love.
Yeah. Adidas is awesome. I'm sponsored by them and love them so much. And we got to customize our own cleats this year, well, every year. And I got to design these.
Love it.
And yeah, I love them. They came out literally so perfect. Like I think I literally sent like one inspo, and they came back with all that I wanted. So.
And they, of course, make you faster and all the things, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, switching offensively. Tell me what's going on at the plate. Like, what are you thinking? How are you feeling? What's your approach as of late?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah. Ooh. My approach really is just like to be slow and calm, and you know, in Chicago we play on turf, here we play on dirt, so just trying to use the ground as much as I can as well. Yeah. Use the ground, and yeah, just really just trying to put the ball in play and make the defense make some plays to get on base for my team.
Right, using your fast cleats to make you faster, all the things.
Yeah, trying to get down the line.
Yeah, well, one thing that I've noticed, I feel like, yeah, you're really calm at the plate, moving through the box, really slow, and so I love that helps with your hand-eye coordination, putting that ball in play. So would you prefer to bounce the ball, or would you prefer more of a hard slap?
I think high chops are like the most fun thing in the world.
Yes.
Like, I think they are just like, I think they are so fun. Mainly just because it's like, there's just almost kind of nothing that like defenders can do for the most part. You know, if it goes high enough, it's really hard for anybody to try and make a play. So I think those are so fun. I think those are like the most fun to beat out. Obviously, hard slapping is really fun too, like being able to hit doubles and things. But I don't know, beating those out are just so fun to me.
Yeah, well, they're undefendable. Once you put it in the air, you already know you're on base. Tell us what it's been, this new format, playing on team versus usually the Champs Cup when you have the leaderboard and essentially playing for yourself.
Yeah, this new format is obviously so cool. We've been loving it. We've been wanting it, being able to play on a team and play or have coaches and just like set people. Obviously, champ season is so fun as well. But go!
Softly hit, Urtez knocks it down, and everyone's going to be safe. Everyone's going to be safe with 1 out here in the 5th inning. And look who's coming to the plate. Maya Brady will bat with the game on the line. Runners on at first and at third. She has never been retired in 3 games as a pro here in the AUSL. They're going to have a meeting in the circle, and Aliyah, that's going to give us a chance. What have you noticed about Maya Brady so far in the first 3 games of this series?
Well, you said it all, so I haven't gotten out.
You don't have anything to add?
Yeah, oh my God, she's insane. She's nuts. And it's so cool to be able to she's my friend, so it's cool to be able to talk about your friend like that. But also she's a competitor, so it's annoying. I'm like, get out, please. But no, she's doing so good, and it's so cool to watch her come into the league and do this well. So really happy for her. Definitely want her to get out.
Well, we're going to have a new pitcher. Kehlani Ricks is going to come in, and this is going to give me another chance to answer your question while we have a pitching change. I've noticed, and remember, you're considered to be the best defensive outfielder in the pros right now. So I'm curious about everything. You have a batting glove underneath your fielding glove. That's unusual. Why do you choose to do that?
Is it? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Huh? Why do I do that? I don't know if I know why, and I don't know when I started.
Maybe it's your superpower.
Is it for flair?
You're the best outfielder.
I've seen people do it for sweat. Is it for to have? I don't like the perspiration or sweat in my hand, so the batting glove will pick it up. Is that something?
Listen, little Aliyah might have chosen that reason. I really don't know. I have done it for a really long time, definitely since travel ball. So I really don't know the reason. I don't know if one day I felt like my glove was really big and this would make it feel snuggler. I have no idea why.
Did AJ do that?
Yeah.
When AJ played?
I think she did do a batting glove under too.
Okay, maybe you got it from
like Big Sis.
I probably got it from Big Sis.
Hey, tell Corby Otis we loving her out in left field. She makes great plays.
They said that you're making really great plays out there. Thanks.
Aliyah, you've got all the flair, the batting glove, the cleats. I mean, if you look good, you play good. I love it.
Thanks. Yeah, this little dingy batting glove, I don't know if I'd add that, but yeah. She's trying. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. 1 here.
All right, here comes Maya Brady. Maya's going to hit with the runners on at first and at third, working against the oldest player in the league this year, Kowalik Ricketts.
Good.
Brady has come to the plate 9 times in this 3-game series and reached safely every single time with power. She had an opposite field home run last night.
And Kowalik Ricketts coming in with that from the left side. She has that drop and that curve. And Kowalik is just a very hard hitter, facing as a hitter, very deceptive. The ball pops out of her hip and has a lot of movement on that drop ball in and out.
Sacco's not running from first, and that may be because she knows if she's safe at second, they'll probably just walk Brady. She wants Brady to get some swings in.
I was going to ask you that, Aliyah. You think you guys should be walking Maya in this situation? What do you think?
No, I think we're going right at her.
What do you think? Do you think you should walk her or go right at her?
I think whatever they think.
Off-speed pitch of beauty, 3-2. Aliyah, that wind looks like it's really picking up out there.
Oh, goodness, yeah, there's some dirt. There's some dirt flying.
Oh, yeah, the wind is going towards you.
3-2 pitch. Oh, my goodness! Another base hit for Brady, and the Talons take the lead. Brady has still yet to be retired, and she gives the Talons a 2-1 lead.
Maya Brady, my goodness, goes deep into yet another count. 3-2 count. This is a drop out on the outer half, and Maya Brady just takes this ball up the middle, puts the Talons up 2-1.
Here's Hannah Flippen. Called strike 1 to Flip.
Definitely in hindsight, but in that situation, I feel like how hot Maya Brady is, I feel like you just put her on and walk her, and now you've got bases loaded and have an easy out at any bag.
See that
Not
win.
saying that Flippen's easy or not.
Flippen strikes out on 3 pitches, so Ricketts, that's a good job. There are now 2 outs.
Corb, 2 here.
Aliyah, how much responsibility do you feel when you're playing with a rookie out in left field and Klingler, who we've seen a lot in the infield? Obviously, you're the captain of the defense. In terms of communication, maybe a lot of people don't understand how much is expected of you to communicate out there.
Yeah, communication is definitely important, especially like being on the same team, learning everybody's systems. It's important, and I have full trust in the people next to me, so that definitely helps.
Bri Ellis in the right field, that may score a run. Here comes Sacco. The throw is cut off, and it's a 3-1 lead for the Talons.
Good job, yeah.
One of the best run producers in the game, Vidales, does her thing.
And I know that that's got to feel good for Vidales. She's been pretty quiet at the plate as of late, and to be able to come up clutch like she usually does, going right side, puts the Talons up 3-1.
Here comes another thumper, Caroline Jacobson, 0 for 2.
Get line. 2 here.
So, Leah, last question, just that ball hit to right field. How has Bailey been in the outfield? This is kind of a new thing for her to be in the outfield. Just shows her versatility to be able to be infield, outfield, but how's she adjusted?
Yeah, no, she's been doing great. She is really a utility. Like, she's at third, she's at first, she's in right. She's been everywhere, so I think that just like goes to show what a utility kind of player she is. So yeah, she's been doing amazing. And she talks a lot, which I love.
Nice.
So Washington.
that UW defense.
Yeah, they be talking. I know you see
Sis too, yep.
Yeah, and even Aliyah Aguilar, like the way that they
love that.
Like swarm to their people is really cool.
Second baseman Leach makes the play, and that'll retire the side. Hey, Aliyah, thank you so much for your time and your intel. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys.
The great Aliyah Andrews joining us here in inning number 5. Talons take a 2-run advantage. They lead the Blaze 3-1. Talons have been as advertised this entire week against the Blaze. They've had the best record in the league for a while now. They're currently sitting at 16-4. We know they're going to be in the championship, but we're just determining whether or not they're going to have a better record than the Bandits and have home field. With Natasha Watley, I'm Eric Collins. Natasha, I saw you play so many elite games as a UCLA Bruin and as a member of the Team USA at many Olympics. And the thing that stood out about some of the teams that you were on, you guys knew you were going to win, but you never took your foot off the gas. You know, Mike Candrea, head coach of the national team, made sure you guys always were playing great, even if you were beating someone 8-0. That 8-0 was still an important part of the game. I'm noticing that with the Talons. The Talons have the best record in the league. They're playing the Blaze that have the worst record in the league, and the Talons keep putting their foot on their throat.
And that has been the difference of just making sure you are not stopping just because they've had great success against the Blaze. I think that they are looking at they have their sights ahead. They know what's coming. They know that they're in the championship series. So it's all about preparation and making sure that they keep their keep their foot on the gas.
Is that a coaching thing, or is that just inherent with great players that they understand, hey, I need to continue to be great every single at bat, every single play?
I think it's both. I think a lot of players innately have that, but it's the great coaches that continue to harp on that. And so I know Coach Dobson is about that. I know Lisa Fernandez at the top is definitely harping down on them in the sense of, hey, you know, we've got to keep the end in mind, and we got to keep it going and keep our foot on the gas.
Here's Anissa Urtez. Urtez bounced out to her college teammate, Hannah Flippen, back in the 3rd inning. Facing Montana Fouts for the first time. A little tardy. All right, what can you relate to? Montana Fouts, she owns 4 dogs, 2 cows, 2 goats, and 22 chickens. Can you relate to any of that, Montana Fouts?
I cannot. I am a Los Angeles girl, a city girl at heart. Yeah, I cannot relate to any of that, and I think that that is incredible, and I love that for her. But no animals over here, no.
3-1 to Urtez. Oh my goodness, again, she tries her college teammate Flippen. That's a bad idea. Of all the people in the ballpark, Anissa Urtez knows you're not going to get a ground ball past Flippen.
But just take a look at Hannah Flippen's glove. I mean, just so sound, so quiet. Just being able to her reacts to hops is probably one of the most impressive things about her as well. There's a lot of things that I've said that are impressive, but her glove work and her reacts to different hops and being able to read the spin of the ball.
2 outs. Aliyah Andrews is the batter. Aliyah hit a humpback liner to the 3rd baseman, Sydney Romero, her only time up. We saw that batting glove that she wears on her left hand as a defender. She's got the other batting glove on her right hand now as a hitter.
And doesn't even know why she wears it on her left hand for defense. It's for the flair.
Still windy, but not as windy as it was last half inning. They're telling me 10-mile-an-hour winds with gusts up to 18 miles per hour. Two and two.
Andrews trying to get top half, use the ground. She said that that's one of her favorites. And I got to say, there's no better feeling as a slap hitter when you can get some height on the ball. It's undefendable. You instantly know that you have a hit once you put that ball in play.
Are all slappers the same? I ask you this question because you were a great slap hitter and you played in the same lineup for Team USA and many pro teams with Caitlin Lowe. You batted 1 and 2. Were you the same hitter, or were there different varieties of slap hitters?
Different varieties. I feel like Caitlin Lowe just was able to hit different pitches. She was really good at elevated pitches, anything that was eye level, anything that was belly and down. I feel like I love that. And yeah, I don't think every slapper is created the same. I think everybody has their own strengths. Some slappers are maybe better with more hard slaps, power slaps, and some are better with just using the ground, just putting the ball in play.
How many times in your great career did you step into the batter's box and say, you know what, I'm going to swing away? And did you actually get a home run when you swung away?
Yeah, yes.
But you actually went to the batter's box and said, this time I'm going to swing away, and it actually resulted in a homer.
I've never called a shot.
Okay,
Never. Like, more so I'm going to go and I'm going to swing hard. I'm going to swing away, and then it goes over the fence. Whew, yeah, thank you, but never called my shot. I wish I was that hitter. That's the Crystal Bustos right there. Whew.
That's a base hit for Andrews. That's a great job. Saw a bunch of pitches, even fouled one off her foot, and she still gets herself a knock. Good job, Aliyah.
So we just talked about her using the ground and then switches it up and goes to that hard slap, and just so slow and smooth through the box and very controlled. And that's a common mistake for slap hitters, that they start to get so fast out of the box and very controlled, and allowing herself to use her back control.
Here's Corby Otis, 1 for 2. Big difference in this series has been the top hitters for the Blaze compared to the top hitters for the Talons. Otis has put the ball in play quite a bit. Leach, same thing, but they haven't gotten the results that the top 2 hitters for the Talons have. Sacco and Brady have been close to impossible to stop in this series. They're combined 12 for 17 with 3 walks. That means that the top 2 hitters for the Talons have been aboard 15 times in 2.5 games. That's hard to beat.
And mind you, the 2 of them have just been back-to-back for 3 days now.
Yep.
3 days. And just a testament to Maya Brady of just what an asset it is to have her back in this lineup. In addition to Sacco.
Everything weather-wise here in Salt Lake City. We got a rainbow? Oh my goodness. We're never going to leave. We're somewhere over that rainbow, folks. Beautiful. Line drive into left field. All right, back-to-back line drives for the Blaze. Runners on at first and at second. Better late than ever for Otis. Hits in her last 2 at-bats.
Yeah, and 3 of the 4 hits from the Blaze has been with 2 outs.
All right, chance for Aubrey Leach. She has had a bunch of opportunities to make a difference here in this series. First time tonight, Leach has the sunglasses off. As a team, the Blaze with 4 hits, all of them have come with 2 outs tonight. Down the left field line. Caught! Are you kidding me? Sacco, the catch of the night! What a play by the rookie, Sierra Sacco!
The rookie Sierra Sacco has just been so impressive, offensively and defensively. This catch is so clutch. Big out number 3 to stop the threat of the Blaze.
She finds a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow to end the inning. That is Talons softball.
And there's just no better way to welcome yourself to the pros by going 10 for 10. Yes, I said it, 10 for 10. Maya Brady has just been putting on a show at the plate. On her debut, she is hitting home runs. She is hitting the ball up the middle, just putting bat on ball, and has just been a constant threat all game long, and matter of fact, all series long.
She's been to the plate 10 times and never been retired. A USL career, 7 for 7, 6 singles, the homer, the 3 walks, 3 runs batted in. She made all the plays defensively. She's run the bases well. Well, she didn't get caught stealing.
Yeah,
So we're going to slap her on the hand for that one.
She got caught stealing. She's got things to work on.
Yeah.
7 for 7.
It's been a long time coming. Missed the first month of the season with a hamstring injury. First ball swinging, Sydney Romero, deep to left field. Otis off her glove. Extra bases for Romero. Yet another double for Sydney Romero. They can't get her out. Sydney's found the secret sauce.
And Sydney Romero is just seeing the ball so well. This is a first pitch swing, and this is up and in, and she's just getting her bat barrel out, and that's what's been so impressive with her for this series, is just her being able to clear her hands and hit the ball out in front, being on time, standing up on second.
Aguilar may bunt. Aguilar's the type of player, she'll do anything to help the team. Her team's up by 2. Getting the runner over to third with 1 out would be beneficial. Getting an extra run here against Ricketts, getting late in the game. Nope, swinging away. Down the left field line. This time Otis runs it down, and Romero has to scamper back to second. So an unproductive out for Aguilar. And Bri Ellis will come to the plate. Well, both pitcher and hitter have something really cool in common. Ricketts and Ellis, both National College Players of the Year. Ellis did it this past spring at Arkansas. Ricketts did it twice during her career at Oklahoma. The first real great superstar, super duper star at Oklahoma, Kaylani Ricketts.
Yeah, no big deal. Another two-way player, hit for herself, and just been able to watch her post-college and the ability to extend her career. I played against her a little bit in Japan, and she's just continued to get better. Just the stamina that she has, and she's got a young daughter, and she's been able to stay in the game and stay in shape, and she's still sharp. I think that that's what's so impressive, is her break on her ball, that drop ball. That's her bread and her butter, and she's still able to own it.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Ellis. Two. Off-speed pitch into the glove of the third baseman, Gold. 2 down. Okay, here's Charlize Palacios with 2 outs. Romero still on at second. Palacios, a ringing double an inning ago, came around to score the 2nd run for the Talons. They ended up scoring another run that inning. Talons lead the Blaze 3-1. 1 run in the 2nd inning, 2 in the 5th. For the Blaze, just 1 run in the 2nd. That was on the solo homer by the rookie Anna Gold. I think this game has been wonderfully managed by Elisa Goller. She's done a good job finding pitching matchups. We've seen Binford, Vaughter, and now Ricketts. Offense just needs to come along for the ride. 1-1.
Palacios this last season. Had her debut as an analyst. One of our counterparts started to call some games for UCLA for the Big Ten Network during this last season and has been loving it.
High pop-up right field. Klingler fighting the wind, makes the play. Side retired. Good job by Ricketts. Gives up the leadoff double to Sydney Romero, but strands Romero at second. To the bottom of the sixth we go. It's that time of year, folks. Cast your vote now for the 2025 AUSL End of the Season Awards. Fans can vote on MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and more. Voting closes Monday at 8 Eastern. Visit theausl.com/vote. I was asked earlier today. I went with Aaron Koffel of the Bandits, Hitter of the Year. Jesse Warren over third base, Defensive Player of the Year. She plays for the Volts. And Morgan Zirkle, almost like a career achievement thing. She's had a magnificent year everywhere. Leadership, hitting, defensively on the base paths. She is my most valuable player. Natasha, we're going to get to yours in just a moment. We've got a new pitcher to tell you about. The Talons have brought in Raylan Chafin. Raylan Chafin, she's going to get some votes for Pitcher of the Year. She has been magnificent. She will face Bailey Klingler, Anna Gold, and Aliyah Binford here in the sixth inning. The Talons lead by 2. First time today that Klingler did not swing at the first pitch.
And Raylan Chafin is going to mix more of that curve, that change, that rise. More percent of the time she'll go with that curve, but she'll get a lot of swings and misses on that curve, and so she tries to set those hitters up on that outside corner.
We saw Chafin yesterday. Came out of the pen, actually threw 68 pitches in 3 2/3 innings. Didn't give up a run. 2 balls and a strike. This is probably going to be the best opportunity for the Blaze. Oh, pencil rolls for everyone. Hopefully not on a full belly.
That's got to be the best.
Three and 1. Okay, this is an important pitch. It's got to be something good for Klingler. She just needs to get on any way possible. Three and 2. We'll do it again.
That's that changeup, and so this would be a good time right here to go with that change. I mean, sorry, that curveball on the outer half.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Chafin does not want to walk Klingler. Popped up. Will the wind keep it in? It will. Oh, that was the wind keeping that ball in the field of play. That was one of those 18-mile-an-hour gusts that allowed Vidales to make the play. That's a big first out here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, the Talons are excited about that wind because that's a big out right there with Bailey Klingler, just the way she's been seeing the ball lately, and for that to blow back in, big out for number 1.
Anna Gold, home run back in the 2nd inning. Squibs this one to short. Hannah Flippen. 2 down. Air tight, Hannah Flippen. And then that requisite smile.
Yeah, Hannah Flippen, we are not worthy. We are not worthy. Every play looks easy for her.
And every single person in the building wants to be her teammate with the joy that she plays with. Here's Aliyah Binford. Again, today is the starting pitcher for the Blaze. Now, if you've been with us this entire week, you may have noticed that the first 2 games, the Talons were the designated home team. That's not the case tonight. We've actually flip-flopped for today and tomorrow. So the Talons are the visiting team. The Blaze are the home team, which means the Talons will get a chance to bat in the 7th inning, which means we're going to see Maya Brady again, who has never been retired, folks. She's 10 for 10. Reached base all 10 times here in the AUSL this season. Binford down in the count, 0-2.
And that pitch is just so money. I mean, just the way she's able to place that curveball. It's a ball off the plate. If I'm up there and I'm Binford, that's tempting.
Smacked into center field. Sacco makes the play. Sierra Sacco moving from left to center and makes the play flawlessly. We have played 6 complete here in Salt Lake City. It's a 3-1 lead for the Talons over the Blaze. Top of the 7th inning, Talons with a 2-run lead. We're going to see Maya Brady hit second here in this inning. Without further ado, folks, we've already unveiled my picks for MVP, offensive player, and defensive player. What do you got, Natasha Watley?
Oh, yeah. So I've got Morgan Zirkle for Hitter of the Year, Anna Gold, Defensive Player of the Year, and Erin Koffel for Most Valuable Player. I have Erin Koffel for Most Valuable Player because of all of the different offensive categories she owns. So batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage. And then Morgan Zirkle, I think Hitter of the Year. I think just the story of her having more power, leading the league in home runs, and leading the league in hits as well.
Really can't go wrong. Yeah, both those from soup to nuts, they have been fantastic.
Yeah, we're so close, but yet so far.
And I think it's nice, too, to kind of get, instead of having Koffel, MVP, and Hitter of the Year, or Zirkle, either way around, kind of split it up.
Yeah.
They've been that good that they both deserve to come up with some hardware, in my opinion. But we're not the only votes.
Yeah.
We do differ on Defensive Player of the Year, though. I give it to Jesse Warren, you give it to the rookie Gold.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I mean, I've just only been here physically in Salt Lake City for, what, 2-3 days? And my draw is dropped to the ground every single time the ball is hit to third base and on the Gold. So I've been thoroughly impressed. Obviously, Jesse Warren, yes, I'm impressed by her, too. And that was hard because over time, but, man, on a Gold, I mean, she just takes care of that hot corner. She's been very impressive, making plays from her knees. She makes it look easy over there.
Savannah Jaquish is the batter. She's come off the bench. Jaquish has been a solid pro for a number of years now. A lot of power. Hasn't translated this year as of yet. Nubs that one at the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. It'll be Jaquish, followed by Maya Brady, and then Hannah Flippen. Brady reached safely on Wednesday in her debut 3 times. 2 hits and a walk. Yesterday, she reached all 4 times. 3 hits, including a homer and a walk. And so far today, Brady has reached 3 times with a walk in the 1st inning and then back-to-back singles in the 3rd and the 5th. Historic stuff, folks. Hitting against the best pitchers in the world. She's not been retired in 3 days. To 3rd, here's Gold. Looking like a Gold Glover. 1 down.
There's my Defensive Player of the Year right there, just making it look easy. Again, just a little tricky play. This is hit to her side, but her ability to move side to side and makes it look easy.
Okay, Maya Brady. Can you top 10 for 10? Is there any chance that she does not know that she hasn't been retired?
Oh, she knows.
She knows, okay.
Oh, she knows.
So there's a little bit of pressure between the ears.
She knows. But that's what makes it so impressive, is that she's been able to continue doing this.
.1,000 batting average through 3 games. Foul territory and not playable. Well, the Talons, best record in the league. And they've been playing for the majority of the season without Maya Brady. Shows you what could have been. That's a good pitch.
And that's that drop in. And I feel like that's a good spot if I'm Ricketts.
She's human. Maya Brady's retired for the first time as a professional. Ricketts strikes her out.
But just the sequencing on that, she was throwing Maya a lot of outside pitches, then goes with that drop on the inner half, gets that call for a strike, and then goes to that changeup in that same spot. So Maya's already looking for that same spot, but changes the speeds, and big out for number 2 and gets Maya looking.
All right, remember that, folks. That's going to be a record that's going to be hard to beat in the years to come. Begin your professional career by reaching base 10 consecutive times.
Incredible. I mean, just, I'm up here shaking my head like, wow, like, how is she doing this? And she hasn't played a game since last spring, and so.
That got Hannah when she was out of the box. When the ball hits you in fair territory and you're out of the box, that means it's an out. Hannah Flippen is out number 3. And that'll do it for the top of the 7th inning. So the Talons hanging on like a cat on a screen door. They've got a 2-run lead. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Can the Blaze rally? We shall find out. The Athletes Unlimited Softball League is sponsored by Nike. Beautiful evening here in the Beehive State. Salt Lake City, Utah, to be exact. It is a 3-1 lead. The Talons on top of the Blades. 3 more outs to get. We're at the bottom of the 7th inning. Maya Brady has been in eyeful. She's reached base 3 times, 2 for 3. Sacco, 2 for 3. She's had a nice ball game. Lopez was elite in 3 innings to begin our ball game, and the only run of the game on a gold, a home run in the 2nd inning. It was Blaze in the 2nd inning. Since then, the Blaze just 3 for 19. All of their hits have been singles against the combination of Lopez, Fouts, and now Raylan Chafin. Devin Netz leads things off. Chafin faced 3 batters in the 6th inning, retired them all. This is a safe situation for her. Right back to Chafin, kicks it around, and safe at first base is Netz. That was a play that Chafin is going to be upset with herself about.
Yeah, just keeping her glove down on that, and had funky spin, but just the way that she spins the ball off of her changeup, so she's got to know that that contact is going to be put back in place, spinny.
And now Elisa Goller is going to make a change. They're going to take Netz out of the game. They're going to get a faster runner for her. And it's going to be Kaylee Harding. So Harding running for Netz at first. And that's just one of a number of changes we're going to have. We're going to have a pinch hitter too. Taylor Edwards is the scheduled hitter, but this is Taylor's first game back in a month. And she's going to be listed for Kayla Kowalik. So it'll be a lefty-righty matchup. Kowalik, a left-handed swinger, against Chafin. All right, game hanging in the balance. Hunters on at first, nobody out. Kayla Kowalik at the batter.
Batting now for the Blaze, number 99, Kayla Kowalik.
What a soft chest there by Palacios. That ball skipped a foot in front of the plate, and she just smothered it.
She's so smooth behind the plate. Very quiet. Not a lot gets by her.
Slapped in left field, base hit. Hayward gets it back to the infield, and the Blaze have set themselves up. Runners at first and at second, nobody out.
And Kayla Kowalik hitting the 2nd pitch. This is a changeup on the outer half and just stays in there. She talked about yesterday, she's been mixing up her slap and standing in, but feeling really good standing in, and you can see the payoff right there.
Howard Dobson's going to talk to the entire infield now. Bottom of the 7th inning, 2-run lead for the Talons, but a great start to the frame by the Blaze. Both runners with good speed for the Blaze. Harding at second, Kowalik at first. Here's Anissa Urtez. Played college ball on this field. Showing bunt, and it's foul. Urtez has played pepper so far today with her former college teammate Hannah Flippen. She's hit the ball twice hard to Flippen. If she does that again right now, folks, that's going to be a double play. Showing bunt, pops it up. The play's at first. That's a good job by Urtez. She was able to get on top of a high pitch, got it down, and then sacrifice puts two runners now in scoring position.
And just sacrificing yourself, she squares really early and is able to make sure she tries to keep her hands above the ball, but also making sure too that she's not having her bat underneath the ball and popping that ball up too much, but ensuring that she gets that ball down.
Here comes Dobson again, and this being the second trip to the circle of the inning, that means he's going to have to make a pitching change. Bullpen door opens up, and it will be, oh my goodness, third consecutive day, Georgina Kowalik. Oh, this is asking a lot of Georgina. Georgina got the save yesterday. She got the win on Wednesday. Now she's going to come in with runners on at second and third, and one out in the seventh inning. This shows you how Howard Dobson perceives her. He is in love with her competitiveness.
Right. So much confidence in her, and bringing her in last night to close the door. But what is so great about her is that she's got so much control, so much precision. She throws a lot of strikes. She pounds the zone as well, but mixes those corners on side to side with that changeup as well. And so I love this idea to bring her in.
So 4 pitchers tonight for the Talons. Lopez, Fouts, Chafin, and now Kowalik. Kowalik's going to get a ton of votes for pitcher of the year. She's not lost. She is 6-0. One of those 6 wins coming against the Blaze. She's got 2 saves on the season. She can get you a strikeout. 30 innings of work. She's got 23 of them. Doesn't hurt herself by walking too many. And those numbers aren't inflated. Look at, she's given up 10 runs. 9 of them have been earned. You know, this is legit. This is who she is as a pitcher all season long.
Yeah, she'll go to that change, her curve, her screw. And her change, 55 miles per hour, slower than her hard stuff. Her curve, her screw, or her hard stuff. She tops out with that curve at 66 miles per hour. So she can bring it a little bit, but she'll slow it down as well.
All right, Natasha, you've been in Aliyah Andrews' spot before. Left-handed slapper, can do a lot of different things. You're facing Kowalik late in the game, chance to tie the run with a single. What's your thought process heading into the left-handed batter's box?
Well, knowing that I have speed on third, I want to slow myself down. I want to think about trying to get myself on base, trying to extend this inning. I'm not really trying to think about scoring these runs because I know I've got Otis behind me, but I want to try to keep this game going. But if I can get Harding going, if I can get a ground ball that gets some height. So again, she talked about she liked to use the ground and get those undefendable hops. So I would try to think about doing something like that, try to put some pressure on defense and maybe get Harding to score in that situation.
And as a defender, if the ball's hit to the left side of the infield, is it always play first base, or do you think about coming home?
I think it just depends on where the ball takes you. So if it's flipping, if it takes me up the middle, I'm definitely going 1. But if the ball is bringing me in towards home, then I'm thinking about going to 4 on that play.
Andrews singled her last time up. First 2 pitches have missed. Two and 1.
.335 with runners in scoring position. So it's a good spot for her.
Oh, that hit Andrews in the back, I thought. It's ruled a foul ball, and it's nothing but a strike. 2 and 2.
Looked like it missed her from
The home plate umpire, Scott Tomlinson, is asking, did that ball hit Andrews in the back?
Ooh. Definitely hit her. You're right. It hit her, so it's just now a matter of if she was in the box, out of the box.
Howard Dobson's asking the exact question that I'm asking. That's easy enough. Just have a coach challenge. Yep.
Yeah, just take a look. So definitely
Call
hits
Phil's
her.
foul ball. Talons are challenging the call.
Looks
on
like
the
she's
field,
still in the box when it hits her.
possibly for interference on the batter for hitting the batter.
You know what? I actually think it hit her hair, too. I think it hit her back, and then it hit her hair, which would be really interesting in how that's ruled. What if it hit her back when she's still in the box, but then it hit her hair when she's out of the box?
It hits her now. She's still in the box, but then now out of the box.
I think once it hits you, then it's a dead ball. So if it did indeed hit her when she's in the box, then it's a dead ball, nothing but a foul ball. Well, virtually everything has gone the way of the Talons all season long. They've had a magical season. But this is one of those calls that's going to be pivotal. All right, here we go.
Ruling on the field is confirmed. We have a foul ball.
Okay. So the ball did indeed hit Aliyah when she was inside the box. Still a good challenge, Howard Dobson.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? And a big break for the Blaze, to your point, that all of their challenges so far have not gone their way. So use that momentum to their advantage.
All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cork's pitch. Changeup way out in front was Andrews. Harding, the runner at third. Slapped down the left field line, foul. Oh, tipped at the plate. Palacios can't hang on.
That looked like that hurt. But Palacios' nails back there, I mean, almost gets that out.
So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. We've got a runner on at second, a runner on at third. 2-run ball game. Bottom of the 7th inning. Waved at and missed. Kowalik strikes out Andrews. 2 down.
And Kowalik and Andrews just going back and forth this at bat, and Kowalik just winning that battle with that changeup on the outer half gets Andrews swinging.
If Kowalik can get out of this, this may solidify pitcher of the year. Here's Corby Otis.
Oof.
Otis hits in her last 2 times up. Two and 0. If Kowalik doesn't feel comfortable with Otis, she could theoretically work around her. She's got a base open at first. Two and 1. Otis has not come through with runners on so far this series. She's 0 for 4. But she's got a good hitters count here. 3 and 1. Bounces in the dirt. Everyone's going to be on the bases. First, second, and third. 2 outs. Bri Leach will bat. All right, comes down to this. Nowhere to put Leach. Cork's going to have to go after her. On the ground is short. Flippen can't make the play. A run scores. It's a 1-run game. Second defensive miscue of the inning for the Talons.
And just very uncharacteristic, but look at this hop. This hop takes Flippen to the right, but at the end, just a little skid hop right there, and she does a good job keeping it in front of her, but it looked like she was going to make that play to third and try to get that third out of the inning.
Inning began when Netz hit a squibber to the pitcher. Chafin couldn't make the play. And now Flippen can't make a play with 2 outs. So extra opportunities for the Blaze here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Bailey Klingler. 1-run game. Nowhere to put Klingler. Kowalik's on at third. Otis at second. Leach at first.
That 59 miles per hour changeup. And even when you know it's coming, it's tough to sit on.
What a pitch. Just dots the outside corner. Now the defense can exhale just a little bit. All 4 infielders move back a step. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball game! How about those Talons? Georgina Kowalik, her second save in as many nights. The Talons improved to a league-high 17-4.
And Kowalik just making a case for pitcher of the year. I mean, this is just the clutch of clutch with this changeup. The guts to go back in on Klingler with that changeup to end the game. Big strikeout.
Georgina Kowalik so far in this 4-game series, in the first 3 games, a win and back-to-back saves. I'd be smiling too. Hotter than a pepper sprout. Talons have won 12 of their last 13. They have 1 more remaining against the Blaze. That will be tomorrow here on this field, Dumke Family Softball Stadium in Salt Lake City. And then they're going to head on the road for the final 2 before moving on to the championship in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Man, Natasha, that was a lot of fun.
So much fun. The Talons are proven to be the team to beat, and just all around, they've got the offense, they've got the pitching, they got the defense, so interesting to see how they finish out.
And even better news, we've got more for you tomorrow, folks. We're going to do it again. Athletes Unlimited Softball continues tomorrow, 6 and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Visit theausl.com for where to watch the Volts versus the Bandits and the Talons versus the Blaze. For the great Natasha Watley and our entire crew, I'm Eric Collins saying thank you, everybody, for watching.